Sawadika! Welcome to Koh Lanta, everyone. I have finally made it back to the island that I was going to be staying at for at least a part of the Canadian winter. I am so excited to share it with you. When I was booking this trip, this is actually my third time passing through Koh Lanta, and I definitely had a lot of background knowledge. But going into a new destination that you haven't been to a while always takes a bit of exploration. I am, well, I'm kind of everybody's perfect planner because I do everything by foot. I actually spent, when I arrived in Koh Lanta, after the first 12 hours or so, I have like adventure boot camp in my blood. I cannot chill out. But I walked 15 kilometers 2 days in a row. I think one of them was actually 17 or 18. Spent hours walking and combing Long Beach, just one portion of the island. I did make it to Koh Lanta, um, but by alleys. So basically, walking down the street, going down the alleys, knocking on doors, seeing what's available, what the price points are, checking inside of accommodations. This is how I get my absolute best experience long term because I have a little bit more time. But it also ensures that my clients, when I send you here, don't have to go through the same thing because most people do come for 3 days, 4 days, a week, maybe 2 weeks. So you definitely don't have the time. Neither do I, honestly. To be doing that foot on the ground thing. So that's why it's so important for me to explore my new surroundings, make sure I have up to date information. This is visit 3 to Koh Lanta, but things change very quickly. So I have made my way onto Long Beach. I did start at the central southern area for a couple of days, which definitely had a lot of perks. But after walking and exploring, I found something with four items that are non-negotiable when I stay. So beachside accommodation, it has to be close enough for me to basically grab my sup and hit the water or go swimming. Two, when the tide goes out, I'm not left with 200 meters of not swimmable water, and that is quite common. I actually got a rude wake up call my last destination in Krabi because I kind of, it's escaped me how far the tide can actually go. And it can go like 200 meters, man. It's nowhere near you, and there could be sharp coral, things like that. So I would like a swimmable conditions at most times if possible. Three, hot water. So hot water is not always a thing in Southeast Asia or Central America. In Africa, hot water is at a premium, and a lot of people don't value it. They think it's hot, and you don't need hot water. I am not one of those people. I need hot water. So hot water is the third thing that is a must. The fourth thing, what is the fourth thing? So I am looking to stay more long term. So personally, not only location, hot water, was a fridge and a kettle, as well as an outdoor space to hang my hammock. So that might be one, two, three, that might be six things. But those are the things that are important to me, important to someone staying longer term in any area. So wherever I go to update everything, I will go, look at everything by foot, talk to the people, talk to the owners, and really get a good sense of who is operating at what level, look at the reviews, and a lot of times I'll also go and actually stay there or partake in the activity. A lot of times I'm invited to partake into the activities. So without further ado, we're kind of in the little alleyway here. This, I don't know if you can see, the plumerias here are amazing. They are one of my favorite things. They smell divine. There's a lot of similarities here between Costa Rica and Thailand. I'm definitely seeing them from my home, away from home point of view. But the plumerias here grow even more abundantly than in Central America. Um, there's about 6 trees, divine scent. So we're gonna actually put that in my hair, and I think it matches my outfit. And then I'm going to show you my little spot and Long Beach for the first time. I'm a bit behind in videos, but I'm just going to jump ahead and post this one of Long Beach because everybody's been waiting for the beach destinations. This is where you want to go. This is where you want to be to begin with. There's been a couple of other islands, and you'll have to look for other videos as soon as I get to them. Alright guys, let's do this. Alright guys, so this is the dirt road that I went down. It's about 1 kilometer to be where I am standing now, but I decided I'm going to start the video right here. Here we are. It was one of these little kind of dirt roads that I walked towards. Koh Lanta has different districts. They're called moos, believe it or not. There's moo, I think there's 5 moos on Koh Lanta. So I'm in moo 1 right now. I was recommended to come down from a friend that I met here, a Canadian expat actually, by the name of Pearlie Ann, that is actually from Ottawa. And they've been living here for over 20 years. She happened to answer one of my Facebook questions back in October, and when I got into town, it was crazy actually. I was on one of my walkabouts, as I said, when I arrive at a destination, and I had walked to the right that day. So she had messaged me at the time, and believe it or not, I was actually walking within 30 seconds, maybe a minute, of her house. So she actually stood out in the road. We were on the phone together, and I ended up meeting this very cool girl that has been living here for 20 years, and she gave me a bit of insider information where I should look for accommodations, long-term, things like that. And she pointed me in the direction of coming to the north of Long Beach. I made it actually all the way to Klong Dao, so I did a heck of a lot of walking, but this is what I found, so I want to share it with you. So this is going to be my little nest for the next little while, and it's part of the accommodations that will be offered, as well as some other ones. So this is definitely a reconnaissance trip. There's all different levels. This is for more the backpacker to a moderate degree of comfort, but it is amazing. It's got a great location. I don't know if you can see behind me here. So right beside me is Somewhere Else Bungalows. These bungalows that I am at, as is most of the time the case, are not even on Google Maps. They're not available on Booking. They're not available on Agoda, Airbnb, any of those things. They are found by actually walking. And even if things are bookable through any of those platforms, you really don't know what you're going to actually get until you arrive. Even though there's reviews, they're not always accurate. So let's go, guys. I'm going to show you where we're going. All right. So this is the little alley that I walked down. This is about, I said, about 1 kilometer, maybe a little bit less from the main road. There is a main road in Koh Lanta that separates the hillside from the beach side. It is so you want to kind of be mindful of that if you are doing your own booking on your trips, because it is a busy road, and most people that want to be at the beach every day, you're not going to want to brave it all the time. So this is what I happened on when I was walking through. So scooter life is definitely a thing in Southeast Asia. Sometimes there is hundreds of them kind of lined up, and it is an indication of the best places as well. So you always want to look where a lot of people are. But I thought this was just a restaurant. So you can see their very fancy sign there. Funky Fish Restaurant Welcome. And I'm like, all right, all right. So we just walked through here. And honestly, this kind of blew my mind because I thought it was just a restaurant. But indeed, it is a little village of amenities. The first thing that I saw was they actually have hair cutting services, hair color, like all the things here. Did not expect that. This is kind of like an employee area here, which I did not know at the time. And right next to that is the massage place. So the beaches in Thailand tend to be lined with massage places. There's more massage places than weed places. And by the way, that is now legal in Costa Rica. Oh, no, in Thailand, not Costa Rica. So to give you an idea, this is the price point, so you can convert that to your own currency, and that's to have a wonderful beachside massage looking at the ocean. We are just getting to that. On my other side here is the actual restaurant that I was expecting. So it faces the ocean. It has, hello, Sawadika.
Welcome to Thailand.
Ah, thank you, thank you. Kapunka.
Welcome, Thailand.
So not only does this have a fantastic location on the beach, it has these raised platforms that are optional for you to sit at with low tables and Thai cushions. So these are perfect for chillaxing. They are not perfect for working. So I tend to, there is options to have regular tables here. So I try to, unless I'm want to chillax, avoid these, but these are amazing for those that are want to chill. So right through here, this is what you've been waiting for. So not far at all, we end up on Long Beach. So I'm gonna walk out so you can see, but this beach I knew was very large. I've already been here, but hello! I had forgotten how absolutely vast it is. It took me about an hour and 15 minutes to walk the entirety of the beach. So it is and that's a fast pace. I didn't make my usual stops. So it's a really deep beach, lots of really light colored sand. I am getting out here without my usual umbrella, so hopefully a few minutes is not going to kill me. The sun is very, very strong in Thailand. I think it is even hotter than Costa Rica. I thought I was going to come in and be like all ready to go, but it's very humid, very hot. It feels a little bit different. The last time that I was in Costa Rica was like 5 months ago, so I thought, ooh, just gonna slide right in here, but it is beautiful. So we've had overcast, slightly overcast and blue skies. Temperatures are consistent to 28 to 33 degrees. There is a constant sea breeze. The water is Ontario warm to me, everyone. That was also a big surprise. I'm a big baby when it comes to water temperature. I'm used to 30 degrees. I want to feel like warm tea. This feels like the height of Canadian summer in Lake Erie, Lake Ontario. So barely acceptable. I've honestly been putting my, I know I'm a big baby, there's tons of people and I'll show you in the water, but I've been using my floaty and I have almost blown up my paddleboard, so I'm going to be trying to do a sunset paddleboard. Tonight I was supposed to do a sunrise one, but I have since missed out on that. So I'm going to turn this around and give you a look into Long Beach. You won't be able to see the entirety of it, but to give you an idea of how amazing it is, and that if you are a beach lover, it is something that should be high on your list. It's definitely going to be on my itinerary for those that want to go into the south of Thailand. I keep saying the other country. I'm in Thailand. Absolute must visit for beach lovers and for foodies, as well as other things, but we'll get into the food on a different video. Alright everyone, so right now, if I'm reading the right direction, it is to the right of me, so this is the very north side of Long Beach. You can see the rocks that separate it from Koh Lanta, I believe is the next beach, because I did make it there. That is actually a bay, which I was not expecting. There is a ton of beach bars that line the entire beach. The closest big one to me is Ozone Beach Bar, and they have regular beach parties. There's tour operators, there is restaurants, the massage places that we talked about. There's like 2 massage places next to one another. That gives you like an idea of how many people get massages here. And by the way, massages are like $12 to $15 Canadian, guys. So right next to that is somewhere else bungalows that I started off in their driveway there. And they have 2 volleyball courts set up every day and anybody can play. Right now they're playing some other game. I don't know what it is. It's made out of bamboo sticks. But usually there's volleyball. Next to that there is actually a gelato shop. I'm not going to walk that far because I did not bring the things that are needed for me not to burn. But I'm going to pan you down the beach. So this is one of the biggest beaches I've definitely spent time at. I'm usually partial to small beaches, but this place is pretty awesome. It does have a really good mix of amenities. My bungalow that I'm going to show you in a few minutes is very quiet back there, but you just walk out onto the beach and then you can walk down and partake in the party. And by the way, it is New Year's Eve tonight, guys. I was told there's about 20 beach bars that line. Actually, I don't know if you can see that far. It extends probably 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers. I was living at the very end of that stretch. There is 20 to 25 beach bars down there, and the whole beach is going to be lit up in fireworks and beach parties tonight. The water is blue. It's got about 3 to 4 shades of blue here. You can have your long beach walks. The water is clear today. It has not been clear actually for a few days, but today that has changed. So I'll show you, we'll go in for a second. And I am a big baby, by the way. It is not that bad. You can see everybody swimming. But I do like my tepid tea water. Maybe in a couple of months this will be like tepid tea, but it is not right now. So look at that. Look how clear it is. Ooh, ooh. All right. You see the seaweed floating in. Yesterday you could not see that. Nice mix of people here. We have some shade trees so you can not fry, even if you're not at a restaurant. It is a pretty cool place to be, especially if you know all the things. And that is what I am working on, is knowing all the things, compiling them into itineraries, and then offering them to you. I am like super excited about it. So it's going to be like Costa Rica trips, but here in Thailand. Definitely a lot of exciting things coming up. So now that you've seen the beach, I'm going to end with showing you where I've decided to live for a little while. So another cool thing about this place is that it is an open-ended kind of, it's so bright I can't even see. All right. It's kind of an open-ended rental contract. I can stay as long as I like. So that means if I like it, I can stay for a month, I can stay for 2 months, I can stay for 3 months. Or if I don't, I can move on and it's all cool with everybody. So we're going to go back up. We're going to go back up the way we came down. And I'm going to show you where I'm going to be spending my time working, living, and enjoying life here in Thailand. So this is the beach. You see the water right over there. And we're going to walk up. So I haven't counted the steps. We'll say it's about 20. It is very, very close by. So we are walking again beside the restaurant and the amenities that we walked before. And everybody lounging. And we are going to be heading back into where the little bungalows are. So from the busy, exciting beach where you can swim, but there's definitely lots of parties. Step a few meters back and you're at this cool respite. There's tons of birds. I don't know if you can hear as we walk the bird song. Another thing that really drew me to this property, I'm going to pause for a second here, is that somebody really loves plants. For people that know me, you know that I do love my plants, and somebody here has taken a lot of effort to make these beautiful bonsais all over the place. So I really appreciated that, and I wanted to kind of spend more time here. So I'm going to switch this around again, and I'm going to show you where we are. So this is the pathway that we've been walking to the beach, and we go to the reverse. You can see that it's lined with all the plants that I like, and then we have these wonderful little bungalows. So it's like a little neighborhood. It's quite quiet compared to the excitement of the beach. And I believe they have maybe about 20 bungalows. I haven't counted them. Within these beautiful gardens. With melodious birds and butterflies floating around. Not too shabby. And then, ta-da! We are at my place. Do you recognize the hammock that's been to like 7 countries? I wish I had kept track of all the countries, and I'm sure I can go back on Facebook and it would let me know. But, yeah, this is my little boat, guys. So not too far from the beach at all. I can grab my stand-up paddleboard. I can bring it down very easily. The water, all my factors that we talked about at the beginning have been filled. There's always water here, even though it is low tide, it just goes out a little bit further. It's great for paddle boarding. It's not too breezy, it's pretty flat. I have my outdoor desk. I have my hammock. Inside there's a fan, hot water. I haven't opened it up yet, but if you're interested in pictures of the inside, I can definitely let me know, give me a comment. And then I can upload some of those, but not a bad little spot to call home, to work from, and to send people too. So definitely, if you are a beach lover, like I said, if you want to visit Thailand and you have a little bit more time, so this is the south. I'm going to be doing a northern itinerary and then a southern itinerary. I like it hot. I just love the heat. So the south is usually where I beeline to, and it does take a little bit longer to get here. But for those that have at least 2 weeks to go, highly, highly recommend Koh Lanta. So look for my itineraries, give me a follow, reach out and ask any questions if you need help with visiting Thailand, Costa Rica, or any other hot weather destination. I have been to many, many of them and will only work with those that I know very, very well. Otherwise, that I do work with my partners. Some of them have personal experience in like cold places like Iceland. I will only know the reviews. I will never see that in person. But I can definitely help you see it in person, and I can live vicariously through you. But if it is jungle, if it is heat, if it is active adventures, if you love the sunshine, you love the beaches, you love wildlife, then I am your girl to show you the world. So have a great night, everyone. Hope you ring in 2024 with a bang. It is going to be an amazing year, and I'm very excited for you to be part of my 2024 and to book a trip with me. Have a great day. Over and out from Koh Lanta.